So today we're going to focus on your hamstrings. So your hamstrings are three muscles that actually connect your knee to your pelvis. So a lot of times if you have any knee pain, a lot of times it's from your hamstrings being super tight and your knees getting the grunt of it. So this will be a 15-minute hamstring stretch. So we're going to start just in a seated position. As you can see, I have two blocks. If you have books or something like that, that may be helpful as well. I also have a mini band, so you can use a mini band, or if you want to use straps, that works too. So you're going to sit up really straight and tall right here, and grab your strap or mini band. Even if you can touch your toes, it's not an ego thing. We're stretching, so don't think about your ego during this. So you're going to take your band and place it on the soles of your feet. Now you're going to take a deep inhale as you create a flat back, so draw your shoulder blades to touch. And then exhale, start to bend your elbows, bringing your torso closer towards your thighs. And so right here, flex and activate your toes to your nose, and it may be really far away. You might need to use a lighter band, but you're trying to really allow those hamstrings to stretch. If you can touch your feet, that works too. But I don't want to see any heads down on your thighs. I want to see your heart pulled closer toward your thighs, or your calves release some tension by your toes pulling towards your nose. We have 10 deep breaths right here. So with every inhale, you're lengthening your spine. With every exhale, allowing your torso to sink closer towards your thighs. Five more deep breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly start to remove that band. Take your hands behind your hips and just windshield wiper your feet side to side. Yeah, letting all that go down. And you're going to sweep your legs back behind you. We'll come into a downward facing dog. So send your hips up and back here. So notice my tailbone's really high, sticking your booty up towards the sky. And you're externally rotating your forearms. So without moving, like you're opening a pickle jar, open up your arms to get into your back as well. And then internally rotate your legs, sinking your heels as close as you can to the mat. And let your head fall heavy. So with every inhale, press through your palms. With every exhale, sink your heels closer to the ground. 5 deep breaths. Inhale in. Exhale out. Now slowly start to lift your right leg high. As you bend your knee, stack your hip, sink your left heel down. Now you're just opening up your hip. This is more just to open up your groin, your psoas. Everything's connected. So go one direction, the other. Say good morning to those glutes. And then you're going to inhale as you lift your right leg high. Exhale as you step your right foot right in between your hands. Now keep your back leg where it is. All you're going to do is straighten your legs so that your toe comes towards your nose. Now your left heel, you're taking as far down as you can, but if it comes up to here, that's fine too. Now, I would use some blocks, so take some blocks or books or whatever you have, and place them on both sides of your feet. Still flexing your toes to your nose, you can see them over my belt. Deep inhale as you come to a flat back. And then exhale, start to hinge forward over that front thigh. And now right here, dial your right hip back, left hip forward. You'll feel that abs actually in towards that. Feeling this again in your calves and your hamstrings. 5 deep breaths. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. With every exhale, sinking closer. If you can get a little bit deeper and place your hands on either side of your ankle, go for it. But no ego amigos here. 2 deep breaths. One inhale. Exhale, come onto the ball of that foot. You're just going to rock forward and back right here. So just loosening up that hamstring and your quad. So do this 5 times. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you bend. Option to do the same thing on the ground, dropping your back knee. And then when you're ready, you're going to pivot your toes in towards center line. So your feet are wide, toes in, heels up. Deep inhale, and then exhale, hinge forward. Bend deep into one knee and the other. Sway side to side, but let your head fall heavy and take your feet as wide as you need to get the crown of your head closer to the ground. I like to put my arms in the equal sign because it gets into my shoulders. My shoulders are a little bit tight. But really opening up that hamstring, but also opening up your inner thigh. If your shoulder blades are a little tight, option, you can also take and interlace your hands behind your back. Wherever you are, you have 5 deep breaths right here. One inhale. And then exhale, release your hands down. This time you're going to walk your feet, or hands rather, towards your left foot. And we're going to do that same extended pyramid pose to the left. Now, option to grab those blocks if you need them. But dial your left hip back, right hip forward, straighten both legs. Deep inhale in, flex your toe to your nose. And then exhale as you send your torso down towards your left shin. Trying to get your right heel as close as you can to the ground, but it doesn't need to touch. And then squeeze your thighs in towards center line. You have 6 deep breaths. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, you sink your torso closer towards your thigh. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring that foot down. You can drop your back knee or keep it tucked. And just shifting forward and back, opening up those glutes, those hamstrings, your quads. We'll do this for 4 deep breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, tuck your back toe, and then start to walk your hands once again on the inside of your feet. Inhale as you draw your shoulder blades apart. And then exhale, slowly start to walk back to the front of your mat. Drop your back knee. Bring your right knee to meet your left and come into a tabletop pose. Now, bring the donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Just hold right here. So for your glute, we're going to get into our quads a little bit because your quads are just the antagonist and agonist muscles, your hamstring. Now, option to stay here, if you have the flexibility, you can try to grab their back foot with your back hand and kick into your hand. If you're like, no, that is not going to happen, you can lay all the way down on your mat, bring your right knee or right sole of your foot to your glute, and just hold right here, getting into that quad. So whichever version you choose, without comparison, without judgment, getting to the front of your right leg. 5 deep breaths. One, inhale. Exhale, slowly release that leg down, windshield wiper your legs. And then you'll take the opposite foot to your glute. Pull it in, bring your chin to the center. If this isn't enough, you're going to start to pull and lift your thigh off the ground. Option to go into that donkey kick, grabbing your opposite foot as well. Both working the front of your quad. So again, staying on the ground if you feel it. If you still don't, you're lifting that thigh off the ground. You'll definitely feel your quad. 5 deep breaths. One, inhale. Exhale, slowly release that leg out. And then you'll come up to a tabletop pose and take a seat on your mat. So you're facing the wrong side of your mat. We're coming into almost a straddle pose. So you're taking your feet as wide as you can. We're getting into your inner thighs this time. Now you're sitting up straight and tall. Option to take these blocks and place them out in front of you. You can stack them, anything you need to do. Because as you take a deep inhale, exhale, you're going to start to hinge forward until you feel your outer thighs, or inner thighs rather, start to lengthen out. Now sometimes we have some pain in our knees. If that happens, you can take a towel and place it, roll it up, place it underneath your knees. Sometimes that happens to mine as well. But you just start to hinge forward. If you need 1 block, 2 blocks to bring your head down, whatever you need. You're going to 70% of what you can handle. With every inhale, you're lengthening. With every exhale, releasing. Maybe you only need 1 block now. Flex your toes and feel this all through your inner thighs. 8 more breaths. You might feel your body is allowing you to go deeper into the pose, so option, if you can take your head all the way down, go over it. But they should not feel any sharp pain. If it feels uncomfortable, that's one thing. Four more breaths. Final 2 breaths. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly start to rise up. Bring your knees in. And then start to windshield over your legs. Just a little release right here. Awesome. You're going to come all the way, so you're facing the front of your mat again. This time you're going to take your feet into your mini band or strap, whatever you have, a tie, a belt, doesn't even matter. Take the soles of your feet and you're going to lay all the way down onto your back. Just staying right here, you're going to take your elbows in towards your ribs. Start to straighten your legs, flex your toes with every inhale. With exhale, you're trying to take your toes closer to your nose, but just pinning your elbows in, using that tension on the band to open up your hamstrings. 1, inhale in. Exhale, slowly just release your left leg all the way down. You'll feel this in your hip flexor. And take a little rebound right here, so flex your nose, toes to your nose, just your right foot in the wind. 3 deep breaths. If it's shaking, it means it's working. You can see my leg is shaking. Flex your toes to your nose and pin your elbows in, still pulling your leg closer towards your face. Deep inhale. Exhale as you grab the bands with your right hand. As much as you can, you're going to take your left arm out to the side. Now, your elbow is coming down first, so my elbow is on the ground, and your right leg is just out beside you. Option if you want to put it on the chair, but you're flexing your toe to your nose, getting into your groin on the right. making sure both shoulders are down. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, pull your toes closer to your nose. 5 deep breaths. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, slowly take that same leg across your body and then take it over to your opposite hand. So I have my left hand now. Take your right arm out to the side and take your right leg over your left. Notice my elbow is down. I'm holding up the leg with the band. This is getting into the outer glutes, your outer thigh, your IT band. With every inhale, you're lengthening through your toes, flexing them towards your nose. With every exhale, pull your toes closer to your nose. 5 deep breaths. Two more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly bring that leg back up. And switch out your legs, so take that left hip, sole of your foot in the band. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Feel that hip flexor start to open up on the right. And take a few breaths here just to rebound, plug your elbows in, and let's stretch out just that left hamstring. Flex your toes to your nose. So with every inhale, straighten that leg. With every exhale, trying to bring that leg closer towards your forehead. 4 deep breaths. One inhale. Exhale, slowly start to pass that band off to your left hand. Now notice my elbow is down on the ground, holding my left leg out beside me. My right arm is out to the side, and making sure you're on both hips. Flex your toes to your nose. Deep inhale, you'll feel this also all through that right hip flexor. And then exhale as you pull your toes toward your nose. 5 deep breaths. Deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly bring it over to your opposite side, handing that band off to your right hand. Send your left arm out beside you, taking your right elbow down. Flex your toe to your nose if you want to put it on a chair or something like that. What's most important is getting your IT band, your outer glute, as well as your calf. So flex your toe to your nose. 5 deep breaths. Two more breaths. One inhale. Exhale, slowly come bring it all the way back up. Bend your knee, release that band. Now bring your knees into your chest. And then exhale, happy baby. So you're grabbing either your shins or if you can, your outer feet, bending your knees, pinning them in towards your armpits. And right here, you'll start to rock side to side. Just rebound, but opening up those outer hips, getting a little rebound to all those hamstrings stretch. Maybe massage out your back, maybe extend one leg and the other, just to let all that gut get out. And then bring your knees into your chest, grab behind your thighs, start to rock and roll up and down your spine. Meet in a seated position. And you're all done with the stretch for today. Beautiful work. Make sure to do this at least once a week, opening up those hamstrings, especially if you're having knee issues. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. But until then, have an amazing day.